No matter what you're feeling, sad, happy, heartbroken, in love, or if you're alone or with company, Friends is always the top pick for you. We don't need to tell you that everyone watches and loves the show. After its first season in 1997, Friends was an instant success and people couldn't get enough of it. The theme, the characters, the jokes, everything was instantly a favorite for the audience and no one could get enough of it. But where did the cast go once Friends ended? In this video, we'll tell you about Matthew Perry and the turns his life took once Friends ended. For weekly updates on your favorite celebrities and to follow up on the newest stories, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. TV's most beloved and adored sarcastic friend, Matthew Perry, aka Chandler Bing, has been a ghost in front of the public eye for a very long time. After the end of the sensational sitcom Friends, Perry has been seen very little on the big screen or any other platform. With the fans enthusiastically waiting to see Perry again, where has he been? Let's find out. Perry's career started at the beginning of the 90s with a sitcom similar to Friends called Boys Will Be Boys, where Perry was one of the lead characters. After only a few seasons, Perry starred in minor and insignificant roles here and there until landing the TV series Friends in 1997. Alongside David Schwimmer, Matt LeBlanc, Courtney Cox, Jennifer Aniston, and Lisa Kudrow, Perry played the character of Chandler Bing, who would make any situation with his sardonic humor relatable for his viewers. But what viewers don't know is that Perry's character on the show was not significantly different from his real-life personality. Chandler reflected how Perry viewed himself in reality, which made him perfect for the character. Matthew struggled a lot with fame and popularity, but with the success of his television viewership, it became difficult for him to manage all the growing stardom. "I was on Friends from the age of 24 to 34. I was in the white-hot flame of fame," he said. "The six of us were everywhere at the time." Friends soon became a big TV hit with viewership all across America. In order to better deal with the growing fandom, Perry started abusing alcohol and soon developed an addiction. According to The Star, it was a very lonely time for him, given his personal life and problems, and season 3 to 6 were a haze of a blur for him. After a minor jet ski incident in 1997, Perry was given painkillers or Vicodin by the doctor to ease his pain. But soon, Perry started taking more than his usual dosage, and not very far was the day when the star developed an addiction. Now the actor was dealing with alcohol consumption and drug addiction, both at the same time. In an interview with People, while discussing his struggle with the addiction, Perry said, "It made me feel better. I had never felt better in my entire life." But day by day, his condition seemed to worsen, and his dependence on both things made it difficult for him to function normally. Addressing his substance abuse issues, Perry finally joined rehab in 1997 for 28 days in an institution named Hazelden Betty Ford Facility in Minnesota. He soon developed pancreatitis, a deadly condition of the pancreas inflamed due to overconsumption of alcohol. The day he was released from the hospital, he had crashed his Porsche into a vacant house. But even this close-to-death experience was not enough for that time to get Perry out of his life-damaging cycle, and he once again entered the substance abuse cycle. This time, he was abusing amphetamines, alcohol, and other drugs as well. Then the after years were just a rush of substance abuse and work, and Perry struggled with managing his life. In 2001, after having the terrifying feelings that he might die if his life continues the way it is, Perry checked himself into rehab for 2.5 months. When he came back from rehab, he was a changed man with a different perspective. He ended a movie which he was shooting and had left midway and came back to the set of Friends and hit the last season. "I learned that a happy life is possible without alcohol." Today, Perry is grateful for his moment of absolute despair because if he hadn't reached that, he wouldn't have gotten sober. As a part of his continuing path to sobriety, Perry joined rehab again in 2011, making sure that there were no relapses in his direction. He dedicated the Perry House in Malibu as a sober living facility for men in 2013. And in 2015, he won the Phoenix Rising Award for helping other people in their struggle from the same problem. As for work, after Friends and given his problems, Perry hadn't had good luck when it came to shows and movies. While the rest of the cast of Friends continued their work and spread out to do different genres and styles of shows and movies, Perry had a long string of failed activities and sparse fame standing in line for him. Inspired by his problems, Perry wrote a play called The End of Longing in 2016, which didn't attract a lot of fame, followed by his show called Mr. Sunshine, which also got cancelled after only 9 episodes, leading to him starring in a show called Go On about therapy, which only made it to 22 episodes and reached the axe of cancellation. Perry's post-Friends career had taken a downturn until in 2020 when it was announced that a Friends reunion was in the making. The show would have given him the right kickstart, but it got postponed with the emergence of the global pandemic. If there was no Chandler, would you see a Friends reunion or not? Tell us your opinion in the comment section below. And before you go, don't forget to click subscribe and the bell icon for similar stories from our channel.